Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a tutorial of how to use my Shark Flexstyle. So I've had the Shark Flexstyle for about a month and I purchased it after doing a ton of different research. I feel like everyone's always talking about the Dyson Airwrap, but it is over $600 once you have all the cost and tax. And I'm not about that life, so I found the Shark Flexstyle, which is sort of known as like a Dyson Airwrap dupe, and it's less than half the price, and honestly I love it. So I'm going to show you guys all the pieces and then also style my hair today using it and show you how easy it is. So I keep mine in this case. This has all of the different tools in it. This is just like a random bag I already had for hair tools, but it makes it a lot easier if you have all your stuff in one bag. So the main part of the Flexstyle is this piece. So this is what you use really for everything. It's about the size of a curling wand or curling iron, whatever you guys typically use. Fits right in your hand pretty easily. It's super cool because you can do literally everything with this and just the different attachments that I'll show you guys. So to walk you through this first, it is a blow dryer and everything else combined. So on the back side here, it has a couple different levers. You pull this little button here down and then twist to the side. You get this little blow dryer, and then there's different attachments, like I said, that you can put to use this. And then when you're styling your hair after you blow dry it, you have it straight up like this. It's super interchangeable. And then from a heat settings standpoint, what I saw in a lot of the reviews when I was deciding between the Dyson and the Shark Flexstyle is that with this one you actually can control the heat settings versus the Dyson. It's only one setting and it typically doesn't get as hot as this one can go. So you really have a lot more control with this one. So there's the heat setting here, which there's 3 different levels. You have the intensity of the air blowing out, also 3 different levels. And then you have this button here for like a cool air blast, which helps sort of lock in the styling, but also keeps your hair from getting damaged from the heat that you're applying. So this is the barrel in itself, and then I'm going to show you guys the different pieces that I have to clip on. So the first one here is this flat one. This one is for blow drying your hair, or if you're looking for more of like a straight styling. So I'm putting this back in the blow dryer position where it looks like this cute little L shape, and then all you do is stick this in. It just pops right in. And then you have it to blow dry your hair, and you can really direct that heat with this piece. And then let's say once you finish blow drying your hair, you want to take this piece off. Use this other lever right here and you just push it down the same way you twist, and you have it like that. Next, we have this barrel. So this one also just clips in. I use this one to really straighten my hair when I am drying it, and I love how big it is. I think there's one that's more of like a flat brush one that looks similar to this, but the back is flat, and that one's really also great for getting super sleek straight hair. But I find this one works well with sort of giving a little bit of volume to the bang area and then also curling the ends in a tiny bit. So this is what I use when I'm doing a straight hair look. And then lastly, there's 2 different barrels for curling your hair. So I see a lot of people not understand why there's 2 different ones. So there's a left and a right. So depending on which side of your hair that you're doing is what barrel you'll choose to clip in. And it clips in just the same, so you just stick it right there. And then when you're curling your hair on the right side, you use one of them, and then you just pop the other one in as you're doing the left side. And the one difference with the Dyson, again, is the Dyson has just one of these barrels that you sort of, I guess, flip a little switch and it will go the opposite direction. I feel like for half the price, it is not hard and it's not inconvenient in my opinion at all to have to just pop over the other barrel when I change the side of my hair. So keep that in mind. That is one difference between the 2, but again, it doesn't inconvenience me at all to have to swap it over, and I'd rather pay less to have that one extra step. So now I'm gonna get started on styling my hair and walk you guys through each step. So first, I prep my hair with this JVN Blowout Styling Milk. I just got this recently from Sephora and have been loving it for the past month. I got it as sort of like a treat with getting the new hair tool. I was like, okay, let me step up my hair product game too. So this one always has really great reviews and I personally love it. And then another one that I also recently got, and this one you only use like every 2 to 4 hair washes, so I'm not going to use it today just because I used it the other day when I blow dried my hair. But this is the Color Wow Dream Coat Spray. So it helps sort of keep your hair super silky and soft. There's actually been tests that they do with it where they'll have you dry your hair using this and then drop water on it, and the water just falls straight off because it's so silky smooth. So this one I also really like, but for the purposes of today, we're going to be using this product, and I'm just going to take my hair out, work it through, and then show you guys the next steps. So as you guys can see, my hair is damp right now, and I'm just going to try to get this product through my hair as much as possible, and then I'm going to brush it just to blend it all in and make sure it's evenly across my whole head. Next, I take this brush that's from T3, it's a wet brush, and I just really brush that product through my hair, detangle all of these messy tangly pieces that I have, and then like I said, this is just distributing everything so that when I am styling my hair, it's evenly spread and everything looks nice and put together. So if you have been subscribed to my channel for a while, you know that my hair used to be super long and I recently cut it. So it's a lot shorter and it is styled so much faster now that it is shorter, but I loved using this when I did have my longer hair. I had it for a couple weeks with my long hair and I felt like it styled my hair so nicely. So this video, of course, is showing you how I'm styling it on my short hair, but just know if you have long hair, it's so beautiful and it's going to come together really well. Even with my short hair, I'm going to section my hair into different parts just because it is kind of thick and I like to have just smaller sections to deal with at once. So I'm just taking this top layer and my bangs, I have curtain bangs, and I'm going to clip it back. This clip is another one from T3 that I really love, and I'm just gonna put it right there. I'm going to separate this part into two sections down below, and then with the Flexstyle I'm going to put it back into blow dry mode, which is here, and I'm going to add this little attachment onto it. Again, you just pop it right in, direct it how you want, and now I'm going to blow dry my hair to about 80% dry. You don't want it to be all the way dry, and you guys will understand in the next step. Again, because my hair is so short, it doesn't take long to dry it at all. So I'm going to pop this piece back out. I could just pull the lever. And then now I put this back into straight mode like this. And we're gonna start with the right side. So I'm going to take the right barrel and I'm going to pop it in. And then we're going to curl over here. I'm starting in the back. I just like to take about 1 to 2 inches of hair, just a small amount. And now I'm going to turn it on. I'm keeping the heat on the setting that it recommends for curls, and that is maximum heat. So all 3 all the way up. And same with the airflow is all the way up. So here's one side done. You guys can see that with the short hair, it makes your hair obviously a lot shorter, but there's so many ringlets here. I did a lot of different pieces. I'm going to put a little bit of hairspray just to sort of make sure these don't fall while I'm doing the rest of my hair. And one thing that I didn't mention before I started is the settings that you use this on. So I know I talked about the maximum heat level. So you do that for 10 seconds, and then before you let the ringlet go, you need to do a cold blast for 10 seconds. So you just have this all here, you don't take it down or anything, but after 10 seconds with the heat, which is automatically going, you press this little button right here, and that's gonna shoot out cold air, and you just hold that same spot for 10 seconds, and then you just pull straight down and release the little ringlet. For hairspray, I'm going to use this little sample I have. It's called Sexy Hair Big Spray and Stay. I have no idea where I got it. I just have this little one, and I'm just gonna do a couple little squirts. I'm gonna like crunch it a little bit. I don't want to mess up the ringlets quite yet because you guys will see at the end how we're going to make it look more natural than all these little ringlets. But now I'm going to do this side and then we'll go to the next level. This is the bottom layer done. I want this hair out of the way now as I do the top layer, just so I don't have to worry about messing this one up. So I'm just taking a scrunchie and I'm just gonna do one little twist on it to keep it out of the way. So now it's all the way back here, and I'm going to take this top layer of hair down, and it's still a little bit damp just since I haven't even blow dried this one at all. So I'm gonna do a quick blow dry and then get to styling. Now I'm going to start with my bangs because I don't want these to set too crazy or to dry too crazy. I'm going to take the barrel again, snap this piece in it. I think this one's really good at giving volume to the bang area, so I'm going to just give it some volume and then start curling the rest of it. We're going to start with the right side again, and I'm going to do the same technique. Grab about an inch of hair and then pick up the hair with the barrel. It just naturally catches it with the airflow. And then 10 seconds of heat and 10 seconds of cooling, and then I'm going to pull straight down. And then lastly, I'm going to curl the bangs. So I'm just going to make sure I have my middle part here. This looks about as even as it's going to get. And then we're going to curl these. So I'm going to do the same thing. Take little pieces, and then using the barrel for which side of my head, I'm going to just pick up the bangs and curl them again away from my face. Now it's all locked into place. I'm going to wait till this side of my hair cools down just because it is a little bit hot still. The key to making sure that your hair doesn't fall out completely once you brush through these curls is not brushing through until the curls have completely cooled down. You don't want to brush through a hot curl because that one hasn't necessarily set yet. Even if it's super cute and ringlety here, if it's still warm and you brush through it, it's sort of straightening that back out. So I'm gonna wait till it cools down and we're gonna brush through her and then she'll be all done. Using this T3 brush, this is just a paddle brush, I'm going to gently brush through the curls and make sure that they look as natural as possible. I don't love the final look when it's so ringlety, and as you guys can tell, it looks crazy all up in the front. So you'll see brushing through helps that a lot. Here's it all brushed through, and as you guys can see, it looks a lot more natural. I'm going to do a full little spin for you to show you everything, and then I'm just going to top it off with a little bit more hairspray on the top. I like to lay down these little baby hairs and make sure it looks as smooth as possible, but you guys saw that was so easy, and this is going to last me several days of having super cute, bouncy, voluminous, short little hair. Like I said earlier, the Shark Flexstyle works on short hair, as you guys saw here. It works on long hair, as I explained, and there's so many long hair tutorials too on YouTube if you guys are looking for a more specific long hair one. But I love this. I feel like it's totally elevated my hairstyling game, and what's even better is that it's all in one tool with just a few little attachments. So I could do a straight hair for straight hair days, I could do curly hair like you guys saw here, and it's just super quick, super easy. And if you do travel a lot like I do, it makes it so much easier to pack because you can just put everything in one bag. And like I said, I use this bag. This is a T3 bag for storing hot tools. You could use anything that you guys have on hand, and it just fits really well because it is not all that big once you break down all of the pieces. I'm going to have this link down below for you guys if you've been interested in getting a Shark Flexstyle. I highly recommend it. I feel like it was a great investment in my everyday hair routine, and I just love how my hair looks ever since I got it. And before we finish, if you guys have any questions or want to see any specific hairstyles using the Shark Flexstyle, go ahead and leave a comment down below. You can also message me on Instagram. Happy to answer any questions. And as always, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to my channel, turn on that little notification bell, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!